Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Crude Buster. This is also known as 2 Crude, and the Sega Genesis port was called 2 Crude Dudes, but this was created by Data East in 1990, and it is a beat 'em up with with a very strong emphasis on grabbing things, picking them up, and throwing them. And you can pick up just about anything in this game, and that's kind of cool. The rest of the game, maybe not so much. You can pick up boulders, you can pick up oil drums, you can pick up the enemies, you can pick up... God, your guys must be ridiculously strong. You can pick up street signs, you can pick up stoplights. Seriously. With that in mind, you'd think that your guys are just insanely strong and can kick anybody's ass. Apart from throwing objects, your guys really aren't that strong. The gist of the game is that this is a post-apocalyptic world, and you can play one player or two players simultaneously, and you're both large, super strong punk guys known as 2 Crude or Crude Buster, and you have to take down this terrorist gang known as Big Valley. Kind of stupid name. But it apparently takes place in New York, or the area of New York, New York City. But yeah, you have a throw button, and when you come close to an enemy or an object you can throw, you press the throw button, and some things will be really heavy, but you can still lift them, like tanks and stuff. There you must, you probably should wail on the throw button to make it more easy to lift. Let's get started. Yeah, you can pick up a trash can and throw it. You just use the same button that you picked it up with to throw it. And sometimes there will be walls you have to destroy before you can advance. And there will be mini-bosses on occasion. You'll see their life bar appear at the bottom of the screen. Your life bar is at the top left. There will be some enemies that can cause damage if they grab a hold of you, and they won't want to let go unless you wail on the buttons and maybe wiggle on the joystick. These guys, these hunchbacks, are one of them. They can jump on you and bite you. And there will be... Here is a mini-boss, a guy with a flamethrower. I kind of like some of the dialogue. You're not so tough. But yeah, your regular attacks are not that strong at all, especially against bosses and mini-bosses. If you wail on the attack button, you'll do like a combination of punches and kicks. If you press down an attack button, you'll do a low kick. And some objects that you grab will be like sticks, and you can swing them repeatedly. And if you keep wailing on the attack button with them, you'll eventually throw them. The bosses will not usually let you throw them. They'll usually attack you or throw you when you get close and try to throw them. Here's the first boss. There is a roll technique you need to learn. I missed it. Pressing down and right or down and left will make you do a roll when you press attack with that button. This guy's a pain. He has a snake that he will throw at you, or it'll attack you on its own. You have 2 rocks, 2 boulders, definitely make use of them. And that snake can grab onto you, and you need to wail on the buttons or wiggle the joystick, a combination of both, to get it off of you. Once this guy just does attacks, like jumping, jump kicking, or slide kicking attacks, he's much easier. Just turn around and attack him. That's an annoying sound. Sounds like he's a parrot. The fallen Statue of Liberty in the background. But yeah, the bosses take forever to bring down. It sucks. I'm looking for Charlton Heston to make an appearance. And I like this. You beat up a vending machine during the cutscenes.
What?
And then you go to the next scene. In the Genesis version, you have to beat up the soda machine on your own, and you can get as many power colas as you can, and each one will restore your life. But your life is automatically restored in between levels in this game. I kinda liked this when it came out, and it is kind of funny. And I do like that you can throw just about everything. But it sucks that you're pretty much a weenie otherwise. Especially against the bosses. Good God. They can really kick your ass. Those big guys there, they can throw you if they get a hold of you. They can also grab you and squeeze you and cause extra damage. And you have to shake them off. These dogs can bite you if you let them, and they'll cause extra damage and you have to shake that off. You can take all those barrels out and cause an explosion that can hurt you. And here's a mini boss guy. He's a little pill bug type of thing. And he likes to bounce around. And if you hit him, he'll retreat in a corner and stop for a second. Ah, crap. That might give you the opportunity to go over and pick him up and throw him. But only when he stops. And he can bounce over you after he's stopped if you didn't get to throw him. You just gotta learn his pattern. But this is just the mini boss here. There, I gotta throw him. Yeah, throwing a boss or throwing an object at them is really the only way to cause real damage on them. I mean, using your regular attacks will do a little bit of damage, but not a whole lot. I remember seeing this in the arcade back in the day, and I can't remember if it was called Crude Buster or 2 Crude. I think it was 2 Crude. But again, the Sega Genesis port is called 2 Crude Dudes, and it's easier than this. It allows you limited continues, and now we gotta take out this this chopper thing, this chopper lift thing, and you beat up the part that drops off the enemies, and now I have to jump kick the cannon part. I think in the Genesis port you can grab that vehicle and throw it. There we go. Yeah, the idea behind this I like. And now here's this boss. He can attack you with energy from his blades from far away. And of course, he can slice you. There, I threw a sign at him. Yeah, you can bait him into jumping up. And if you're close enough, maybe you can grab him. But the bosses just do not want to let you grab them. You have a choice whether or not you want to continue. I decided not to, but I will show you later parts of the game. You do not get to put in your initials in this game if you get on the high score list. That's stupid. You'll automatically be on the list, but you don't get to put in your initials. I mean, it'll show your score, and it'll show like first place, second place, third place, fourth place. And I think you have to get at least 100,000 to get on the list. Yeah, I just scooted forward. I wanted to show you, or wanted you to see me beat him. Then we get another power cola. Yeah, definitely some things about this game I like. Now there is a move that I didn't show up until now. If you're facing away, you can press back and the attack button, and you can do a reverse kick. And the dogs can bite you, and there it did. And these guys are barfing some kind of gross stuff. Disgusting. We'll scoot forward to snippets of each level. Then we gotta face this guy, and I think he has a laser pistol. I put on infinite energy just to get through the game quicker. I like that he says, "What a day." Some of the dialogue is funny. Yeah, now this guy has a laser pistol. And we'll scoot forward a little bit. Here's that carrier again. Some of the guys will throw dynamite or grenades. The chopper blades can't hurt you in this. You go on this conveyor belt. We're almost to the boss. And this boss can be a real pain in the butt. He's very, very strong. He's a rhinoceros. And he can flip you up in the air and cause you a great amount of damage when you land. But fortunately I have invincibility on, or infinite energy. Yeah, it just sucks so much that the bosses just do not want to let you throw them at all. And when you try, they'll usually throw you. We'll scoot forward to me beating him. There we go. It's really windy outside.
Pump it up. Stay cool.
Yeah, I like the dialogue. I like that you can throw pretty much anything. But it sucks that your guy is otherwise a weenie. And the bosses can just kick your butt.
Jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. That's a forewarning that one of the enemies you'll face is an evil Santa Claus. I remember seeing that in the arcade and thinking, that is hilarious. Yeah, you can kick those rock walls while you're carrying something. You catch. And here's a mini-boss here. Guy with a extendable bionic arm. You can't jump on the slippery slopes there. You have to jump from that flat area in between them.
What a day.
To land on solid ground up there. And there's the evil Santa Claus. Eventually, after kicking him around, he'll say, ho, 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 and he'll throw, like, knives and grenades at you. I think that's hilarious. Yeah, and if a knife lands on you, yeah, you'll have to shake it off by wailing on the button. The differences between this and 2 Crude, I don't think they're much. I think the main difference is that you may have to wiggle the joystick and press the buttons, or maybe just wiggle the joystick instead of just hit the buttons to shake off the effects of enemies grabbing you or whatever. And now here is the boss. He is just this white-haired guy that, like, kicks you and stuff, but he will turn into a Sasquatch if you hit him enough. There we are. And the way to beat him is generally just try to get up to the top part and be close enough to him that you can throw him. I guess he has a move where he can jump on top of you and start biting you. And that you'll have to shake off too. There we go. I'll scoop forward to me beating him. God damn it. Don't get too close to him. And there we go. Yeah, the bosses generally don't seem to want to let you throw them. Get another power cola.
Let's fight.
There are 6 stages. But yeah, even the fodder enemies take a couple of attacks. Your attacks just aren't very strong. And you'll end up getting pelted by mini bosses like these guys with flamethrowers. And then the white-haired guy. I think that white-haired guy will not turn into a Sasquatch. What a day!
What a day.
A little bit later, we face more of these guys with the laser pistols, although they don't have them yet. Yeah, get too close to an enemy, they can, or like a mini boss, and they can pelt you with multiple attacks in a row. And now these guys will turn into robots or cyborgs, and they'll throw their heads at you, which is weird. And when you try to get close, they can nail you with multiple attacks. And they don't want you to throw them. And they'll be more than happy to throw you. This game is just unfairly hard at times. Your guys are just so weenie. I mean, again, for guys that, yeah, those big guys can throw you too. For guys that can throw frickin' street signs and stuff, their regular attacks are just so weenie. And now here's the boss of stage 5. He's this big spider-human hybrid. Very creepy. And if you let him land on you, he'll kill you automatically. Creepy! He dropped your skeleton. Eventually he'll land on the ground, and you'll fight him there. And he'll spit webbing at you. And he can grab you and start choking you and cause a lot of damage until you break free. Die already, god damn it! Stop it. Hey, I gotta throw him, how about that?
Pump it up. Stay cool.
Well, I hope you're enjoying your new year. Hope all your resolutions come true. I don't have a whole lot of resolutions.
Let's fight.
I need to get my windows replaced. There was a guy that I called to have give me my estimate because he came over before and looked at my windows. He said he was going to get to me like a couple weeks ago, and it didn't happen yet. Kind of pissed about that. Eventually, we'll go on a lift on the last level. You can see the city from way up here in the harbor. Yeah, you can just knock these guys off the lift, really, so you don't have to really deal with them. Or not very long, anyway. Oh, great, now we got two of these robots, or cyborgs, or whatever. Oh, and a couple more guys joined the fun. Fan-freaking-tastic. Well, eventually, once you kill them, then you go to the right. Like I was saying earlier, you do not get to put in your initials. Oh, great, we get three of these snake guys. Well, fortunately, they're pretty easy to beat, and they can't jump up from way high and whip you like the first boss could. But we'll see some bosses brought back, and now we've got the rhino again. Yeah, I only saw this once, and I think I was vacationing in Orlando, Florida, when I saw this at an arcade. And we've got the spider-human hybrid again. These are all just mini-bosses. After him, we get the Sasquatch again. Or maybe it's Wendigo. What a day. Yeah, you'll be hearing that a lot in this game. What a day. Yeah, there he bit me. Jumped on me and bit me, so I had to wail on the buttons to shake it off. And then eventually this professor that created the creature will come down and start sobbing over his corpse. And then he will eventually attack you. You can still get hurt by bumping into him. Like that. But other than that, you can throw him, just press the attack button or the throw button. And he won't be able to do anything to you until after he takes a little bit of damage. Then he'll turn into a mutated monster. And it's very fast, does a lot of attacks close up. Doesn't want to let you throw him, and then on occasion he'll jump up on the ceiling and drop babies on you, baby monsters. Hey, that's crap. He threw me twice in a row. But yeah, he can zip behind you real quick. What? How'd he get hurt by throwing me? Well, that was weird. Now this professor or doctor flies off. Tough you are. Strong you are, young Jedi. No kidding. Get out of our sights. Hey, we made it. We've got a big prize. Yeah, it was a bit hard, though. Get out of here and have a drink, pal. Thanks to Crude Buster, New York is saved out of the evil hands of Big Valley. Crude Buster, born to fight, not always for the crude of justice, they are the men. What? Wasn't very good English. Well, that is Crude Buster, also known as 2 Crude, and the Sega Genesis port was called 2 Crude Dudes. Well, again, I hope you have a fantastic new year, and that you get all the things done that you wanted to get done. That your resolutions come true. But again, you do not get to put in your initials, which is stupid. Your score is automatically put on the list of high scores if you manage to get 100,000 points or more. And here is a screenshot of my score being on there. There I am at number 8, 315,330. But that was Crude Buster, also known as 2 Crude. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Crude Buster / 2 Crude by Dad East in 1990. Hope you have a great new year, and I will catch you later in the future with another video. Hope you enjoyed college football this last weekend. Take it easy, folks. Bye-bye.